Happy Friday, welcome one, welcome all. Annie Brown says that she is excited, not as excited as I am to introduce my divine guest. You know her, you love her. Please welcome Nadia Sawalha's here.
You just caught me slugging my vodka and Ribena in my bed.
Yes, got it. Vodka and Ribena.
Oh. When you've run out of tonic and you need to top it up and it goes all alco pop.
Yeah, but I couldn't have that because Ribena is my hangover cure, and I don't think I could have.
You don't want to cross borders.
No,
you don't want to cross borders.
Don't integrate. Never integrate.
Well, it's like you can't have a bacon sarnie as a line your stomach meal, can you? Because that's what you like in the morning after.
No
Peas
way.
on toast. You couldn't have before you go out for a drink because you have it after.
Yeah, no, you couldn't. Yeah, I definitely couldn't integrate in any way, shape, or form. Some people can. I'm not even a hair of the dog type person. Although
no, I can't do hair of the dog because it doesn't work. What are you drinking?
Gin and tonic.
What's everyone else drinking?
Hey, Gabrielle, we've got Selena Lou Fox here. Hey, Denise Nelson Gale.
Hi, everyone. I can't see your comments, by the way.
Amber Grindley. I'll put some of the comments up on the screen so you will be able to see, but I'm just saying hello. Leslie Sargent's here. Apparently Kirsty Jane's on the vodka and pink lemonade. Oh, very nice.
Ooh.
Hey,
somebody on Instagram was saying she was having vodka and Kiora. Well, we really are in lockdown madness, Kiora.
Yeah, just rooting through the cupboard saying, what have I got left? 345 Berry, hello. Hi, Alison Kupusami. Oh, great name. John Card now. Welcome, everyone. Oh, we've got loads here. Welcome. Well,
I'm really fucked off with lockdown.
I just saw a bit of your live. What's happened? What's going on?
I just want to take the girls out. I'm getting Christmassy now. I want to be in a shop with cheesy Christmas music, spending money on stuff I don't bloody need and being ridiculous.
Well, we're talking of Christmas. Can we just talk about the John Lewis advert? What did you think of it?
I haven't done it yet. We're filming a reaction to it later, to that and the McDonald's one.
Whoa, so you haven't seen it?
No, we've been filming all day. And all day we were supposed to be doing John Lewis, and we haven't done it. They're all downstairs watching The Mandalorian. Then it's Gogglebox at 9, isn't it? But yeah, so probably after Gogglebox we will film it, our reactions.
Oh, okay. Well, you might have had a couple of drinks from then, so you might get a nice little reaction.
So I wouldn't have to go downstairs again. I've got 4 drinks in here.
What? You've got them lined up?
They're all in here at once.
Oh yeah, that's just
it's so nice, that drink. Oh my god.
I don't like vodka. I'm not.
Why?
I don't know what it is about vodka. I mean, I'll have it if it's, you know, the only thing available at the time. Or
really?
I'll have, like, you know, if at parties it's sponsored by a vodka event, so they're like everything vodka.
Oh, listen to him, the old days. If you're like at a party, but it's sponsored by what?
No, what I mean is
sponsored by anyone. Party? What does party mean?
What is that foreign word?
What is that word? A party? What with people spitting and aerosoling and singing?
It was something we did back in the days. I'm welling up just thinking about it.
Oh, Parties.
But if it was like, oh, everything vodka based is free, I'd go, oh, I'll have the vodka then.
Vodka
But,
jellies, vodka watermelon.
Gabrielle says, has lockdown made you rethink life? Has lockdown made you rethink life? I don't want to say the C word. I'm not saying the C word. I'm weirdly coping okay with lockdown 2.0, but I'm worried.
Oh yeah, I forgot we're not supposed to be talking about coronavirus.
No, we won't. We'll do it literally a minute and then
we can't. Yeah, and then we'll stop.
But I'm okay. I actually feel okay. How are you? You're over it. I feel actually weirdly
over it.
And I'm not bragging about that. It's just I'm a little bit like, oh God, I feel a little too okay, if you know what I mean. I'm a bit worried something's gonna happen.
It's weird. What about the gym and all that?
I've got loads of stuff set up in my garage. I might do a vlog on it. I've got weights, I've got everything. I've sorted it out. I might never return to a gym again.
I would have thought you'd be going mad because you're not even in your own flat.
No, I think I've got used to it. Annie Brown, Lee, did you do the warm-up at Loose Women Live in Birmingham last year? You are correct, Annie Brown. Yes, I did. With old Nadia on stage. 2,000 odd people in that arena. We spoke about that.
Massive, wasn't it?
Night.
That's the biggest audience I've ever had.
2,000?
Live?
What, live audience?
Yeah, biggest live audience.
I prefer it when they're bigger.
The actress, the bishop.
Right, Nadia, I have actually some questions for you tonight.
Oh, right, okay.
We can bounce them back at each other, and I also want the subs to submit some questions. You see what I did there? Submit. But I don't know if anyone's ever heard or seen the Inside the Actors Studio. Which, have you ever seen it? It's that it's hosted by James Lipton, and he always has the big A-listers on, and he asks them loads of things about the film, but at the end he asks them all these questions. Everyone gets the same set of questions, and I just like the set of questions. Okay. So I thought I'd pose some of the questions to you.
All right.
And then, you know, let's see what we've got. So question number 1, okay, what is your favorite word?
Discombobulated.
Is it? Why? Just
because well, yeah, discombobulated and befuddled. Because discombobulated, because I've got ADHD, and because I get so discombobulated. I mean, nothing sums up my brain more than discombobulation. But also, if you listen to it, it's such a perfectly put together word.
It's like onomatopoeic, isn't it? It explains without needing to.
Yeah, discombobulated, and just the music to the word. It's just a beautiful word. I don't even know if it's a real word. Is it a word in the dictionary?
Yeah, it is. I've got 2. Mine's pudding, just because I like the way it sounds. Pudding.
Pudding.
But I think the word I like and use the most is nonchalant.
Oh, you're such an arse. Nonchalant. Is that how they say it in Grimsby then?
Yeah, because I like nonchalant.
Nonchalant.
Do you know when
it sounds like a lovely patisserie. Nonchalant.
So when I grew up,
it's French. You can't have a word from a different country.
No, but it is English. It's an English word now. Nonchalant.
Oh yeah, it is. Sorry, it's just the way you're.
But when I used to work at Tesco, back when I was growing up here in Grimsby, I used to be on the tannoy. So I used to try and posh it up. So like,
oh God, I'm embarrassed.
And there was a time where this woman manager rang up and was like, Lee, can you do a call out for Debbie to go to Travel Money? And I was like, staff announcement with Deborah, please return to the Bureau de Change.
Nonchalantly.
Nonchalant. Like, I love to do that. Oh, yeah.
It is a great word. It is a great word. Oh, we're so lucky with Alan. Years ago, I went out with this guy, and he was Chinese Malay. And it was interesting. There was no language he spoke without an accent. So he spoke really good English, he spoke really good Chinese, he spoke really good Malaysian, but all 3 of them he spoke with an accent.
And
not his accent, none of them of the accent of the country. But anyway, I digress. And he said he always used to say how much he loved English, because he said you don't realize, because you're English, just how limited some other languages are.
yeah,
Like
well,
the vast vocabulary that you have, he said, is just so joyful. And I always thought about that. I was quite young at the time now. I always thought about that. God, yeah, I do totally take it for granted. We have so many incredible words.
So unique. That's a great word. Malarkey. Oh, I love the name Malarkey.
Malarkey. Oh, it's a right That's a good word. Again, it explains itself. It needs no explanation, does it?
Yeah, malarkey. All right. What is
like
your
slapper? Slapper needs no further explanation. I love slapper. Me and my sisters invented the word slapper, you know, years ago, and then it became just part of our language.
What do you mean? You invented the word slapper?
We were the first people that said slapper.
That's like me when I used to say I invented the see-through toaster, and I swear I did. And then I walked into John Lewis.
I didn't even know there was one.
Yeah. And think about it. It makes perfect sense. Everyone wants their toast differently. If you can see it.
Is there really a see-through toaster?
I believe so.
How did I not know this? I need a see-through toaster.
What is your least favourite word? That's the second question.
My least favourite word is...
Oh, Linda Kett has just put fiddlesticks, and that's such a great word.
Oh, I love that word.
Oh, I'm going to start.
She's saying that's her favourite word or her least favourite word?
Favourite, I think. Ooh, fiddlesticks.
Oh, it's fiddle-dee-dee.
It's like when you say goodbye, you go toodles. Oh, I love toodles.
Yeah.
What's your least favourite?
Well, I've got quite a few, but I hate evacuate.
Why? Because of what you associate it with, or just the sound, or both?
Just the whole thing about it. Evacuate. Maybe it is because it's a scary word to evacuate. There is peril about. Also, you're evacuating your bowels. You're evacuating a burning building. You're evacuating. So it's probably the connotation that goes with it. Yeah. I also hate the word goat's cheese.
Goat's cheese.
Oh God, no! I remember what my most hated thing. Oh, actually, I can't say it. I can't actually say it. And please don't say it out loud. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to spell it out. Oh, sorry, my teeth have all gone weird.
What?
Okay, it's so bad. It's P-A-P-E-R, first word, second word, S-T-R-A-W, or P-A-P-E-R, F-O-R-K, or S-P-O-O-N.
Oh, right. Okay.
Don't say it. Don't say it. My kids will say it just so that I go into like an electric shock on the floor, like convulsing. It sets every single tooth on edge. I can't bear it. I know we're saving the planet and everything, but those S-T-R-A-Ws.
So why? When you touch them, does it go through you?
Ah! Right through me, just even saying it. All down the back of my legs, I've got electric shocks happening. Oh my God. It's like a phobia. Oh my God.
Oh God.
Well, what's your least favourite word?
My least favourite word is probably moist.
Ah! Can't believe you said that. Everyone knows that's everyone's worst word. We just never say it. We don't even include it in a worst word conversation because it's such a worst word. It's everybody's worst word.
That's like saying who do you hate the most? Hitler. Oh well, we know you hate Hitler the most.
It's just like saying that. So why are you bringing M-O-I-S-T to the table?
What if you had an M-O-I-S-T P-A-P-E-R? Yeah. Sorry.
Don't do it. He's saying P-A-P-E-R-S-T-R-A-W, Kiki.
We found your kryptonite.
All
right, let's move on. What turns you on? Is Kiki still in the room?
Very good reversing in a car or a lorry or a truck.
Oh, really? That's very light.
And really excellent manners, kindness, and listening. All those things. Oh, so sexy.
Is it the reversing? Is
Good
it
manners
when
are very sexy.
Is it if the guy puts his hand on the wheel and he's like?
No. If it starts to tip into wankerdom, then
Right.
not at all. If there's any awareness of it whatsoever, it's the biggest turn off on the planet.
Right, okay.
You cannot know it. It's like I'm really annoyed because for years I've really liked Mark's reversing. And then on Loose Women, we were talking about what are the secret things that turn you on. And I said about the reversing, and Mark never watched Loose Women, but it came up on the Mail Online. And he went, oh, I hear you like my reversing. I went, no, I don't anymore. And he went, why? It's so confusing being with me. And I went, well, now you know. So you're going to know, and I'm not going to find it attractive because you know. So it's all ruined. Just forget it. I don't find it attractive. Because I knew he'd start going, just a little edge to it, just a little bit. Oh, I'm just reversing. That's over.
Right.
You
okay.
cannot be aware of it. It's like one of my most hated things is when you say, if somebody says to me, like in the past, a boyfriend or Mark, because so what is it then that you like about me? Well, so what is it? I know you said about me coming in the door. What is it that you like about me? It's like, no, don't ask me.
Well, when they get you to clarify,
it's all over.
Yeah.
It has to be something that I privately like about you. And once you know I like it about you, you know it. I know you know that I know that you know I know it. And then
the minute they're doing it, you don't know whether they're just doing it organically or because
it's all out the window.
I think for me, it sounds a bit cliche. Well, I was going to say kindness on World Kindness Day, but actually, I think mine's more vulnerability. I like it if they're a bit vulnerable.
Bollocks! You don't. You always go, oh, I don't know, a bit keen. Oh, I don't know. You go off people so quickly.
No, that's not that. I'm getting my selfie stick out now. That is not vulnerability if they're a bit keen. If they show us, oh no, I know what mine is. I've told you this before.
It's the complete opposite.
Yes, sorry, yes. It's people who aren't vulnerable. No.
I know.
It's passion. Passion. Remember?
I mean,
it's passion.
I was like, that is not what you most want. What you love is somebody really into something.
Yes, that's so
you like
true.
Geek chic, batshit crazy about something. That's what you like. You don't like vulnerability. You leave if they're vulnerable.
Yeah, you're so right. The trouble is, guys, what happens is I tell Nadia this generally drunk. It all comes out and Nadia remembers and then has to remind me, yeah, you are right. If they've got a passion for something and it could
have be fish gutting, but just as long as it's something. Well, maybe not fish gutting.
I haven't tested that theory out yet, but it could. Chrissy says, Lee, where's the 70s porno star tash gone? Yeah, I've shaved my little tash off. I had a bit of a tash going on. I just
you had a moment.
Well, sometimes I like to shave it all off and start afresh.
Yeah. I thought you were looking really young. The girls nearly passed out the other day when I said you were 30. Couldn't believe it.
Did they think I was younger?
24.
Oh, stop.
I'm not even joking.
The eye creams. Nivea. What turns you off?
Without a doubt, wankerdom, rudeness. Or like sometimes when I'm watching First Dates, I am so gobsmacked at what some women will accept. It's like I could be having the best date of my life, and if they said something, if they were rude or just teeny bit aggressive, teeny bit even, just like one drop, I'd be like, ugh. I'd find them so revolting.
I had that once on a date. This guy was being awful, and
in what way?
He was talking about things. He was very intense, and he was actually talking about stand-up comedy and how he wanted to do stand-up comedy. But he started talking about really dark things, and I was waiting for an email from my agent at the time on a job that I was desperate to get, which I never ended up getting. But I knew that I was going to find out that day. So when I got to the day, I was like, I'm really sorry. I'm going to be intermittently checking my phone. I hope you don't mind. And I told him why. He was like, yeah. And I was checking and whatever. But the date was getting worse and worse. And probably, actually looking back, I probably started checking my phone way more than I should have been. But I was looking, because I thought, oh, I don't like you. Anyway, I said, oh, I am so sorry that I'm being so rude. And I put my phone down, and he picked my phone up off the table, and he went, all you have to do is press this little button here. And I was laughing. I was like, yes, that's funny. And he went, and then he held it down. He went, and turn it off. And he swiped and turned my phone off.
Who do you think he was?
I know. And do you know what? It was weirdly quite intimidating to have that.
Do you think he was trying to be sexy?
No, he was a psychopath.
Oh.
And and then I said, you know what? I'm gonna go. But no, I said, wow, have you just turned my phone off? And he went, yeah. And he went, are you turning it back on? I went, yes, and I actually have to go now. And he grabbed my wrist and went, you still owe me a drink. And
oh my God, was this your first date?
Yeah, not my first date ever.
Owe me a drink.
Yeah, and I pulled tenner out my pocket, pulled a tenner out my pocket, threw it on the table, and went, treat yourself, and walked off. That was in Manchester. Oh, he was awful.
Oh, can you imagine saying you owe me a drink?
Oh, I know, it was just horrendous.
Of somebody that doesn't like you. Imagine taking a drink off someone who doesn't like you anyway. Oh, no.
All right, next question. What sound or noise do you love?
My favourite sound, and I do look endlessly on Instagram and like think, is babies laughing. Is that like giggle? It's just nothing as pure. And the first time that I heard my girls laugh, each one of them, was so magical. And it's the point that you understand that there is a character in there. For me, never mind goo goo gaga, poking their tongue out, looking at you, all of that. It's the first time they laugh, you go, oh, that's for me when you see their soul. And so it's the purest thing on earth is a baby laughing.
Yeah, I have to agree. That is the proper belly laugh. Actually, I wouldn't even say
that, or even not even you know, when it just suddenly comes out of a baby. I'm talking a baby.
Yeah. I also love any laugh that is quite breathy. You've got a bit of a breathy laugh sometimes, right?
I've got a wheezy laugh.
Yeah,
I sound like a kettle.
Because mine's really loud. Mine's a massive cackle.
Yeah, I love.
But I do love a breathy, like, yeah, like.
Yeah, my sister Dina, she's got a laugh like this. Like, I'm not really gonna laugh. I'm not gonna give.
Yeah, oh, one of those laughs.
That really weird laugh.
It's one of those laughs where it's like, I don't want to be doing this.
I'm not handing this over to you.
Yeah, it's like. Kirsty Jane says, hearing my son laugh as a baby, that was adorable. Gabrielle says, sound of the sea. Yes. Johnny Harvey, the sound of the ice cream man.
Yeah, that's great. I like the sound of waterfalls as well.
Yeah, sometimes
Iceland. When I went to Iceland and heard the waterfalls, I loved Iceland. Have you ever been to Iceland?
No, I'd love to go.
Country. Oh my God, it's so
yeah. That's
one of the places that it's really weird because since the unmentionable C word that we're not going to mention, it's incredible how many times I've yearned to go to Iceland, and I think it's because it's so pure and it's so clean.
Does it feel
Mark has even said, I want to go and live there. Mark said.
Yeah.
They're such lovely people.
I'd love to go to Iceland. That's on my list. I've got a list.
They speak the best English. And you know what we found about people in Iceland is, you know, often when you travel, you can love the people that you meet, but you miss that sense of humour, because I think the British have the best sense of humour. I don't care what other countries say, we do. And actually in Iceland, you can joke with the Icelandics in the same way that you would here. And they get it.
Yeah, actually, I think I know a lot of comics that there's a gig where a lot of British comedians go over to Iceland and gig there.
Really?
Do stand-up comedy. I'm pretty
Really?
sure, yeah,
What how interesting.
over in
Really?
Iceland.
But when I go to America, everyone thinks I'm the rudest bitch on earth because of my humour, because it's a bit dry. They just get offended. And
Yeah,
it's horrible. I feel like half myself. But Iceland, no. They're rolling in the aisles.
they're rolling in the aisles. What sound or noise do you hate? I have a very specific one for this.
Oh, what is it?
I detest the sound of a bus letting the air out of its tires.
Oh, yes. It sounds like a very slow release fart.
And it's so loud, it always makes me jump. It gives me irrational anger a lot of the time.
That's so weird. I get total irrational rage. I live on quite a busy road. So at the back of the house, you can't hear traffic, but the front of the house. And if I'm in the front of the garden, oh my God. And it's honest to God, I could just hurt people when I hear it. It's one of those, when those booming car stereos, they shake the house. It just does something to me. And the other day, I was I was in the side front garden, and it went past, and I found that I was biting my I was in that, and I was like really bit myself. I thought, oh my God, I could have torn my thumb off. I was so angry. It's so invasive. It's so rude. It's so fucking rude.
So rude. Well, I was walking in Hyde Park just near the Serpentine, just actually in lockdown 1.0. Sorry, we're not meant to mention it. But and this guy on a bicycle had a boombox strapped to his handlebars.
Who do they think they are?
And I was stood there going, you know, when you're like, oh.
It just literally invades. It's like no respect at all for the rest of your human race. It's like, you know, how many babies are woken up that exhausted mums have just got to sleep? Somebody that might be ill, somebody that might be having chemo and just finally gets off to some sleep. An insomniac, they don't give a shit.
It's really annoying.
To me, it's violent. When you do that, it's violent to invade someone's space with your fuck awful music.
Oh, and it's always really bad music. Really bad.
I mean, I don't even know what music it is because it's so distorted. It could be bloody Pavarotti. I don't know, but I can't hear.
It's just like...
but there was somebody that passed by me, and he was a right hoorah Henry, blasting on his bloody bicycle the other day. I wanted to kick him off. Anyway, no strong feelings about that. No real strong opinions on that either.
Slightly on the fence there. Hate people holding one side of their nose and snotting the other out. Oh God, yeah.
Well, that's habit. My least favourite habit is that, and spitting on the street.
Yeah, creaking.
And runners when they go past you on the floor, and you think that's COVID. That's because now I said the word, but now it's multiplied, isn't it? Because of everything.
Yeah, when people do spit, I'm like, guys, we're in a GP.
It used to be in a GP. It used to be bad enough, but now it's practically murder. It's premeditated murder.
Annie Brown says, would love a night out with you two. Can imagine it being an absolute hula hoot. Ooh,
well, it certainly is. I can tell you that. And we have this really weird thing, me and Lee, where we can sit and drink for hours and we don't get pissed.
I know.
What is that?
I didn't feel too, because we met in weeks ago when we were allowed outside, didn't we? And we had dinner, and I didn't feel too drunk afterwards. But we had a lot.
Where was that? Where was that street? I was trying to remember. It was such a lovely street. It was like it was a warm night, wasn't it? And we just stumbled upon this street, and we had a lovely
street. Oh yeah.
Where was that street?
That
Do you
was
remember?
near,
I was in a hotel that night. Where was
yeah,
it?
that was near kind of Victoria Way.
So nice.
It's
We
like,
could have been anywhere in Europe, couldn't we?
oh, we kept going. It's like we're on holiday. Although we
Same.
kind of were. We kind of were. Um, my best thing is to have my radio blasting and singing at the top of my voice only on a main road, says Jane Bentley. She says, sorry, Nads. Jane.
Jane. Now, Jane.
Jane,
You've
we're
got
all
to do
tired.
something about that.
We are all tired, Jane.
Jane. Very bad behaviour.
Miss One Tricia says, Leah Nadia, what was it that made you connect so well and made you such great friends? How long have you known each other? Well, we've known each other since 2017, but then I think we got mainly close this year.
Yeah, I mean, I think we always liked each other, but we got close actually through lockdown. Lots of chatting through lockdown. I think lots of different things. I think we share a sense of humour, and I think we share a fascination with the detail of humanity.
Yeah, I have to say, like, sometimes we've had guests on Loose Women and someone has said or someone backstage will say something and I will find it really funny, but it's not picked up on a lot, and you always pick up on it. I can't remember who it was or what it was. One guest one time who said something quite nonchalantly.
Oh, here he goes.
And it was hilarious. But it was so funny, and you were laughing and you were looking round
for someone else to laugh with.
And I'm on the sidelines going, because it was really funny. Yeah, and I am quite fascinated, I guess, with people. I think you are more so, which is also
well, yeah, you've got a different look to it because you're a comedian. So yours is, yeah. But I think another reason I really like you is I think that you're very smart, and I like smart people. I like people that are smart in different ways. Like I have, all the people that, like, all my friends are smart in different ways.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I guess I'm not smart in the sense of like I could tell you this, that, and that, but I.
Well, you are quite.
Well,
yeah, you're a bit. You can tell this and that.
Random stuff. I quite like random stuff. Okay, next one. Oh, what is your favorite?
And of course, he's a terrible gossip, as am I.
I am.
We love a bit of good juicy gossip, don't we?
I think that's healthy to admit. When people say gossip, I'm a bit like, right.
No, I'm like this. When somebody says, "Oh, I never gossip," I go. Because I would love to be like that. I'd love to just go, oh no, I would never. But I just think
that's not true. It's not real. Everyone
I don't really want to be like that, but I admire it.
But I don't believe them half the time, because what they're saying, I think.
Met people that never ever gossip. I have. You
go,
oh, I don't know. That's got nothing to do with me. And you go, it's like people that go, when you go, would you like a piece of this delicious fudgy chocolate cake? And they go, no, it's okay, I'm not hungry. It's like really weird.
Yeah, and you're left like.
It's not because you're hungry, it's because it's bloody chocolate cake. It's bloody lovely. So people that don't gossip, I think, no, I know it's bad, but it is quite good fun. No, I mean, not to the point where you'd want to hurt somebody or anything like that.
No, we're not.
I love to know what's going on with everyone.
Yeah, we like idle. It's a social thing that's got humans, it's one way humans.
You couldn't be fascinated with the human condition and not like a bit of idle gossip.
Thank you very much, David Thompson. Bless you for that super sticker. He says, I wish I was friends with Nadia. Oh,
but not with Lee.
We're all friends here. It's all right.
It's weird the way I can't see any messages. It's so weird.
Oh, I know. I'll put that on the screen there. There we go. David Thompson, bless. That's a very nice donation of you. All right. So, sorry, what I was going to say. Yeah, subs, you can get involved here if you want. Your favourite curse word.
Oh, I love for fuck's sake.
Oh, yeah.
I love it because it's said with oh fucks, oh for fuck's sake. It just some, and I love bollocks.
Yeah,
Oh,
bollocks is such
bollocks,
a safe one.
absolute bollocks. But I do
Yeah.
love for fuck's sake. You must admit, for fuck's sake, there's the speed of it.
Yeah.
And different friends of mine have different swear words that they use, and I love them for those swear words that they use.
I think mine's shit.
Ooh.
Why don't you like that?
I don't know.
I just like saying, I go, oh God, it's shit.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Oh.
My mum always used to say, oh shitting tourists. So funny. Oh shitting tourists.
Shite as well. That's a good one, Tim Reed. Tim Reed says shite.
Shite.
Oh
shite, right, shite.
Okay, we're coming to what have we got now? Oh, right. What profession other than your own would you like to attempt? I think I know the answer to this for you because I think you said it in my podcast.
What
you might change though. Is it nurse?
No, I used to want to be a nurse.
Until,
I always wanted to be a nurse when I was a kid. My two things I would like to be, though I wouldn't want the graft of a midwife. I would like to be a doula or a counsellor. Counsellor's my real thing.
Doula.
A doula is somebody that supports other women in birth. She's not the actual midwife, but you would say move in with a woman a week before they have their baby, and then you're with them when they have the baby, and then you're with them for days afterwards, you know, just looking after them, cleaning, cooking, doing everything. So, and just making sure they're just in bed, just like all snuggled up. I love the idea of just like bringing a woman that's just had a baby, just bringing them everything that they wanted and just making them feel like a goddess. I mean, I truly would love to be a doula.
I think I'd want to be a criminal barrister.
You'd be good at it.
I nearly went into that, but my law teacher, I was in between that and performing arts. My law teacher in the end was like, listen, Lee, you've got the academic side, you've definitely got the performance side, but you just haven't got the
will.
Yeah, you're not motivated.
Discipline. I mean, it's the hours and hours and hours and hours and hours of tedium in between.
Yeah,
being on the stage of the theatre, of the court, and all that, isn't it?
And he did say, he was like, I think you think it's more like, I basically wanted to be in a courtroom going, I put it to you, sir, that you're a liar and a
a liar and a scoundrel, sir.
Yeah.
Would you not, sir?
Order in the court. And I'm like, I won't stand here while this man is in the presence. And he's like, Mr. Peart, QC Peart. And I'm like, what?
Whereas actually, it'd be very dull, very grey, shuffling a lot of fucking papers. Oh, that's so funny.
John Cardno.
So what you need to do is just be in Crown Court.
Yeah. Thank you very much, John Cardno. Very kind, very generous. That's super nice of you to do that. Yeah, Judge Lee. Judge Lee. Judge Lee. Oh, yeah, I could have been like Judge Rinder then.
You would. Oh, don't.
Judge Rinder, his level of intelligence turns me
on. Oh yeah, I find that a huge turn on, intelligence.
Because,
and that doesn't have to be academic. You don't have to have loads of degrees or anything like that. But somebody that's really smart, I think, is really sexy. That's like Mark's really smart. I love how smart he is.
I'm going to go at Stephen Fry here because I love Stephen Fry, but he sometimes, when he exudes his smartness, it can come across, I think, a little bit like, I'm being smart here and you're going to know.
See, I don't agree.
Oh, really?
I think he's always humble.
Oh.
I think maybe he's so eloquent and articulate. You can't turn that down if you are. Do you know what I mean?
No, yeah, I guess.
I know people that have known him very well and say that he is so adorable and
I love
it.
Kind. I absolutely love him.
I don't think he ever wants to. It's like Mark, never, ever, ever. And I'm whispering now because I don't want him to know that I've said this, because then he'll know. And then when he knows, then I don't. he'll know, and then it's too much.
But
he has never. I mean, he's so clever, Mark. He really, really is, and I have never, in all the years I've known him, ever seen him use his academic prowess as a weapon.
Yeah.
Never. And fucking hell, I would if I was him. I'd go, I'd have you know that actually I know that because I have done that. He never, ever has done that.
Do you know what?
And it's like I can sometimes say really fucking stupid things, and he would never ever say to me, "Well, that's stupid," or "That's." He'd go, "Well, you know," and afterwards, when I think back on it, I think God, he must have thought, "What a total idiot." Of course, you can't.
The thing I've noticed about Mark is he always has an informed opinion on something, and a lot of the time,
memory.
Yeah, I'll just be like, "Oh, I'm not sure about that. I'll have to go and look it up and come back with an opinion." Whereas he is. He always has an informed opinion on the topic.
Unbelievable. He sleeps about 3 hours a night. That's all he sleeps. And he remembers. It's like every so often I'll ask him something. He'll go, "Oh, I don't know." And I'll go, "What do you mean?" But then like a few days, he won't go off and they go, "Oh, actually, on that point you were asking me, da, da, da." It's just he will then know. A few days later, he will just know, and he hasn't made a thing of it. He's just gone and found out, and then he's remembered it. Because I might go off to find something out, but I won't remember it 36 hours later.
There's loads of lovely comments. I'm just putting them on the screen here now about Mark.
He is so clever, and he's like history. There's nothing he doesn't know about. It's like, yeah. Try and marry somebody that is kind and is clever enough to know when is clever enough to carry that through, that kindness.
To be honest, I haven't got to that bit yet. I'm just trying to work out the somebody first. So I'll work that out, and then
I'll move. Do you think you want to get married? Do you see yourself getting?
Yeah.
Oh, really? You want to find a life partner and stick with them and just them for the whole of your life?
Yeah, and have kids.
Oh.
Yeah, I want to get married in a big manor in England.
Oh, God.
Manor.
Bureau de change, bureau de change.
Yeah, just
in
like
a manor.
Walking nonchalantly. All right, this is the final question. This is a good question. I like this as an ender. If heaven exists, what would you like to hear God say when you arrive at the pearly gates?
Do you want a slice of cake? Is it not cake o'clock?
Mine would be, "Oh, have you heard about so-and-so?" I'd be
yeah. Oh, God, yes. Imagine, let's have some tea. Imagine, like, you know what? It's just gossip 24/7 up here.
Oh, I'd love it.
I've changed my mind. I want the same as you. I'm gonna go, you know, it's 24/7 gossip up here, don't you? We've got the whole of humanity to get gossip about.
Oh, we could have different departments where you could gossip about, like,
sex, infidelity. God. What would be the 4 areas of gossip?
That says a lot about us. I went to say politicians or famous people. You went straight to sex and infidelity.
Well, that's always the juiciest, isn't it?
To be honest, they probably go together.
Because all things are driven by that, aren't they? I mean, like, since the beginning of time.
Yeah. Leanne says he'd want to say, "Oh no, here she is."
Oh, God.
In all seriousness, what would you want them to say?
Who God?
Yeah, or
I'd want him to say, well, in all seriousness, I would want him to, if I was being serious, I always say that at the end of my life, all that is going to matter is who I've loved and who's loved me back. So I would like to get to the pearly gates. For me to have had a successful life, I would like him to say, you loved and you were loved back. Because that is actually it. Because if you think about it, you can't kill energy. Right? Energy, you can't kill it, can you? You can't like our bodies become dust, but the energy. And I think energy is about, I mean, energy can be hate as well. I mean, I can create incredible energy by hating, but also by loving. And so I think that's what's enduring about you, is if you've done that, if you've created loving relationships that then endure and go on. And
I think I would want him to say something along the lines of, you've made the world a better place in any capacity by you being there. You haven't taken away from the world.
Well, I suppose that's kind of the same thing.
Yeah. And
if you've invested any good in the world, then you've loved and you've been loved back, haven't you?
Connor put, oh my God, this got deep. I know, to think we went.
Well, I did say cake, and he pushed me.
No, because it's good. It's a nice question.
There's nothing wrong with getting deep.
He might give you a bit of cake as well. Surely
I love a conversation that's both deep and terribly shallow. I love the mixture of the two. I love the light and shade of it.
A lot. When we're together, we'll go from deep to shallow.
Yeah. Deep to just total shit. I love that.
Oh, well, Nadia.
Oh my God, we've been talking for nearly an hour. I've had such a lovely time. It was just what I needed. I've just been work downstairs. And I think that's what I was just fed up of lockdown, because I thought I just need to go out. So now I feel like I've been out with all of you guys. I've got no idea who's here. It's the weirdest thing not seeing any comments.
Let's have a quick shout out to everyone. We've got Connor's here. We've got Kiki's here. Tina Davis.
Hi, you all.
Steph, Sally Pullman, Janet
Guys, if this is your first time to the channel, do not forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell, because if you don't hit the notification bell, you cannot be notified by YouTube to tell you when we are live and funky.
Yeah, I do appreciate you popping on, Nadia, and all the help that you've given me. I've got loads of random videos that pop up here and there. Yeah, I really enjoyed this inside the YouTuber studio.
But are you doing regular lives? What time are your regular lives now?
They're usually around 8:30, 9-ish, depending on
what days
schedule. So Tuesdays, usually they're about 9:15 now after Bake Off, depending on when that finishes.
Only you would bloody book it on Bake Off. Nobody does anything on Bake Off hour.
I don't watch Bake Off.
Oh, I love it so much.
Who here likes Bake Off and who doesn't?
It's just full escape. No? It's full escapism. I don't watch Strictly, but I do watch Bake Off. I just love being away.
I watch Strictly.
Yeah, but I'm more foodie. You're more showbiz.
That's very true, actually. Yeah. You're all cake and I'm all glitter.
Yeah. Glitter cake.
Claire Yardley Coco says, are you doing a late shift, Nadia? Night shift tonight?
10 o'clock tonight.
Oh, okay. Right. Well, on that note, you've got 10. An hour or so. Go and watch Gogglebox.
It's Gogglebox, my favourite show. Gogglebox and Bake Off are my two favourite shows. Oh, I've had a lovely time, Lee. I miss you.
Quickly, I'm loving Succession. I'm halfway through season 2.
Oh, it's so good, isn't it? And you know Macaulay Culkin's brother is just brilliant, isn't it?
Hilarious.
And you know they were halfway through filming series 3 when lockdown came.
I know.
But we have a vaccine. We have a vaccine. You know what? You know John Campbell, who I follow on YouTube. I listen to him every night.
Love him.
He said the other night, he was talking about America, and he was talking about what shame it is that they're not doing the masks, how we are coming out of our second wave, and they're going to go, their second wave is still going up and is going to go into a third wave, right? And he said, it seems such a shame when we're a couple of months away from having done this. We have done this pandemic. John Campbell said that, who's not a man of effusiveness, is he? He's not a man of effusiveness. You can Lee can't watch him anymore because he said, no, this is cool. But I get bored.
What? What?
That's how I watch every John Campbell film, don't you? Yeah, and I always witter on to him about everyone, like everyone watches John Campbell. And he went, I don't really watch it. I find it quite boring.
No, Do you know what?
No. But I was like, of course he does. He's 30. And John Campbell is like watching somebody else's granddad.
You know what it
on
is?
about something.
It's the same setup. And he's like, hello there, guys. And I'm like,
and
all
anyway,
right.
he goes, yesterday he went, and you know, I mean, the thing is, we've got this here in England.
Yeah.
I mean, Valence, who is the official scientific advisor, has sold his shares for 5.2 million. It was, I don't know, I'm uncomfortable with it.
Yeah. And then it goes,
just uncomfortable. Anyway, and then that was effusive for him. And then at the end he went, well, I'll say no more on that. As I've said, I'm uncomfortable. And I was
he'll go
howling with laughter.
He'll go, that's very interesting. And I'm like, just say what you think.
And he has a
He's
pen.
always got a pen. He's always got his pen. He'll go, so and he'll circle something and then I'll go, more on that later. But yeah, so I'm sometimes like, John, I can't get through this. You know, when you're watching his video and I'm like 3 minutes.
John, I can't get through.
Like,
He always says at the beginning, if you don't want to listen to it, bottom line is we're all fucked. But in whatever way he says,
because
we're
what
in a global pandemic.
Is I sit there, I'm like, right, put John Campbell on. And what it does is it gets about 3 minutes. I'm like, oh, I can feel myself struggling. So I move my cursor to see how long the video's going to last. 46 minutes. I'm like, I can't, I'm done.
But I watch every minute of it. Isn't that weird? I put it in my ear, like if I wake up in the middle of the night and I'm like, can't sleep because I'm worried about the pandemic, I put in like mink mutation or something by John Campbell and I instantly fall asleep because I know what's going to happen. Nothing. And there's real comfort in it. He just talks a bit. He's avuncular. It's
it's a bit like ASMR, isn't it?
But he said the other day, it breaks my heart that the US of A is going this. He goes, we're nearly through it here. 2 more months. We've done the pandemic. We've done it.
Well, I said
now he traces every bit of data across the world. And when Pfizer came through with their vaccine, he said, wow, I bet they're very pleased with themselves that they've picked everyone to the post, because in the next couple of weeks there's going to be one vaccine after another that is the same. You know, the 90% efficacy. So though we've all got to do still what we're doing, social, we're through it. This is it.
Yes.
Next spring it's going to be good.
I'm going to hold you both to that, you and John. I promise that if that's the case, I will watch a John Campbell video all the way through.
No, the whole series. You know, he's got like 850,000 subscribers now.
No, he has.
People are calling for him to get a medal.
You know, he should. And I know I am taking the mickey. I do
No,
love.
No, but you are 30. There's no way I'd have watched John Campbell when I was 30.
I'm just like, give me the highlights.
But to be fair, he does. He goes, if you don't want to watch the whole video, you might like to because it's very interesting. But just the top line is, we're all fucked or whatever his equivalent is. But anyway, I've had a ball as usual. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and hit the like thing, guys. We want to help Lee do really well with his YouTube channel because he's fucked otherwise because he's lost his job due to a global pandemic.
We're all fucked. Thank you, and I'll see you at 10. I'm going to watch your night shift at 10 p.m. Thanks,
darling. Bye.
Bye, everyone.